anyways, one of the things that I've seen whenever I've been working in the library, whenever I've been walking around in the library lab, and the stuff that I've been doing, is one of the things that y'all do a lot, and I'm not saying y'all, but of course you always do that. But one of the things that's done is like a lot of copy and pasting of pictures. And really, that's copy and pasting somebody else's work and using it as your own. So what I wanted to show you is a lot of times you can go to, let's go to Google right here. I like to use Google because I feel like they have more. But if who can tell me an image of what? Dogs? Bulldogs.
Cats.
Why do you use Internet Explorer?
Okay, so if I do here images of bulldogs, but what I need to make sure that I do is, gosh, where is it? Creative bulldogs. It's not there. It's, hold on. Thanks.
It's still not.
Why? I wonder why. Hold on.
The camera.
There. Creative. And there's a, okay, so it's a safe search. You can only use pictures that are out there that are in the Creative Commons. I know that if I'm in a document, and I don't know why most of my documents end up with Bing. Do I use Bing?
No.
Okay, well this is Bing, hold on, I think. But the thing is what you need to make sure that you do, image size, image color, image state, license, all Creative Commons. These are ones that you can copy and paste, and no one can say, hey, that's my work. No one can say, that's mine. Your teacher can't say, you're plagiarizing. Okay, if it's in the Creative Commons, then it's out there for anybody's use. And there's like art that's in the Creative Commons. There's a lot of things that's in the Creative Commons that y'all can use for your work, but make sure that it's in the Creative Commons and that you're not plagiarizing, all right? And if you do copy and paste like a quote, make sure you cite your work, all right? All right. This is me. Okay, what kind of book are you looking for? An Orca book. So you want a book that is going to, what? You want something mystery?
Yeah, mystery.
Okay, come here. This is what we do. I need you to log in.
I want a Christmas book.
You want a Christmas book? Okay, come here. Log in. Log in right there.
Are you
Yes,
vlogging? Can you check if my cousin turned in my books?
right there. Go, Mr. Elliott will help you.
Can you check?
I will check in just a minute. Let me get them going.
Shut up, Bears. Don't make fun of me.
We say be quiet.
Yeah, my
Be quiet.
Thank you.
I want this turned on.
Just give it a second. Looks like it's trying.
Yeah.
You vlog.
No.
Oh, that's a cool picture.
Mine. Oh, it's almost.
It's almost there.
Oh, stop doing that.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, look, it's a Logitech. Logic.
They make gaming keyboards.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so here. Go right here. See, get the screen. Okay, then what I want you to do, go to catalog. And right here,
I like Destiny Quest.
okay, just put in Orca here. O-R-C-A. And then you'll see a lot of results come up, and just look, it'll tell you right away if they're in, if they're out, and what they're about. Look, I just checked this one in. Okay? You need to do the same.
Be negative. Oh, miss, I'm a B negative.
Okay.
See, B negative.
You can see what it's
Patty
about.
discovers that the man he thought was his father's now he shows his like. Ooh.
Okay, and then it'll tell you where it is too on the shelf. So
FGRA.
exactly, and it's in. Okay. Here, just go ahead and let her get in there. And go ahead.
You better
right there.
sign out of my account.
We'll sign out of your account. I'll make sure it happens. Now put Christmas.
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 Christmas in France, no love.
Now this is really good. It's a Christmas picture book for young adults, and it's about during the right before the Civil War. So what Christmas is like in the big plantation house, and at the same time what Christmas is like in the quarters, the slave quarters.
Whose is it by?
McKissick and McKissick. So it's $3.94, and so that means it's over here in the nonfiction. I'll help you with it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And the book that I used for learning about graphic novels is Graphica, using comics and graphic novels to teach comprehension. And what I liked about this book, and you can see where I put all my notes. But there are. Hold on. Is this what I'm looking for? So this, for someone like me, who is still really not all that familiar with the different types of Graphica, it tells me right here. It's, you know, Graphica or comics. It gives us the characteristic, the graphic novel, and manga, which I know I like. I know the kids like, but I still have problems differentiating between the two, or between, you know, just a regular graphic novel and like manga. So I like the charts in here because obviously I made myself notes so I can keep going back to them. But the best part in here, if I can find, they have a whole section on making inferences. And I'm sure, as you remember, inferencing is a huge part of the STAR test, and is a huge part of what the language arts teachers work on, is students making inferences. So what I found with this is that not only will I be able to make connections with my ELL learners, my ESL students who are just learning, because then they'll have that image to go with the words, and it's not so intimidating because you don't have so many words. There's a lot of space without words and with pictures, and that helps them with their comprehension. So that helps with comprehension, but then again, they are making inferences and they don't even realize it. They don't even realize it, that they're being forced to make inferences because of the way the pictures are done. So I intend to go back through here and then have a book. Right now I've been doing a kind of like a read aloud with Orca books, and I think next semester I'm going to do it. I have to do another read aloud, but this time with girls before I did it with the ELL boys. I'm going to do it next semester. Well, I'm going to do it with girls here coming up before Christmas, and then next semester I think I'm going to do something with graphic novels. Because of this, it's going to really help me hit on the teaching points I need to do. So pretty early on in the process, I had a conversation with Mr. Brown. I went to his office and I spoke with him about maintaining an exemplary library once he moved to the new school, because the population here at Washington is growing about 100 students a school year. So I told him by the time he moves to the new campus, they're going to need another librarian or another professional library staff member, at least part-time, in order to maintain an exemplary library. That's part of maintaining the exemplary library. And he shot me down immediately. And I just thought, well, maybe he's just in a bad mood. You know, he's like, right away, Conroe ISD is not going to provide for that. And I thought, you know, maybe he just wasn't going to give it a chance or whatever. But then it kind of struck me when I went to the high school that that's such a big campus and a big library, and they only have one librarian, and then
a library aide. So maybe he's right, which is too bad because I told him that student scores directly correlate with professional library staff. So I don't know, maybe things will change in the future. I was hoping to stay with these kind of kids, but nevertheless, I did have this conversation. I didn't want to go back in there and ask to tape it. I don't know how he would feel about that. But he shot it down immediately. Oh no. So I know we talked about this before, but one of the things, and what I did was I tried to find two that the students could log on already with their Google accounts, because we know our students already have the Google accounts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this one right here, Pixton, and let me put on my glasses so I can see what I'm doing, can be signed in with the Google account, and let me see. My thing is you can create a comic now, but this is what they can do. They can, like, we can have them create like a comic strip that might show
Oh, that's neat.
I know
Background.
the backgrounds, and then like this one right here, I used in the I did a plot diagram, and it gives you everything for that too, the stages, the steps. But I use this at the end of my Telltale Heart one.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it gives you lots of backgrounds, lots of, and there's stuff for teachers too. And I'm trying to think. Let me go to advanced, and I'm not sure what your students will be able to get through this quicker than even I can. Seriously. But it leads you step by step on what to do, and then if you want to download it. At home, I have Jing. Do you have Jing?
No.
Okay, I don't know what we can load on here, but it captures anything you want, and then you can copy it and save it.
Oh, that's cool.
So yes, okay, discard changes.
Like a screenshot.
Yes, exactly. But the thing is
How do you
it
spell that?
Jing,
Oh, it's just, okay.
and it puts a little yellow dot right here. But what's nice about it is it doesn't take the whole screen. It is a square. Does that make sense? You just like go like this, but you can eliminate, like say if you wanted to eliminate this stuff right here, you could.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Let's see if it'll let me go to, I don't know if I'm signed in here or not. But you would just need to play around with it.
Yeah.
But it does, there's a lot that it can do. And if you go in as a teacher, and that's what I'm trying to see. Well, here we go, characters. But you can pick, you just pick it and go. And like I said, your students will get into this fast,
Cool.
you know? Okay, so the other one, see, isn't that cool how you can change her?
Skin
And
tones.
Yes, our kids would love that.
It is cool.
So this right here, I can just pull this over. This is an example of my plot diagram.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, and it gives you all these steps. I couldn't change the picture, I tried. But it gives you all of these steps, and it just was, it was,
That's neat.
it was. And I think the kids would like it. And then the other thing I wanted to do is show you about Infogram. And it's just infographics, and you sign in with Google. Again, and like I said, the ones I wanted to do, I wanted to be able to sign in with Google. But you can, I have a basic account. Let me see. And I had to do one, I wonder, let me show you what I did with it. Sorry, I can't find my mouse over here. Here we go, okay. With the infographics, I was able to, it lets you show something step by step. So I thought this would be good for like different timelines. If we wanted to do something about chronological order,
Yeah.
you know, you can bring in, you can bring in